leather, yellow. Yellow, leather, red, green, blue, leather. Said that wrong. Whatever. Leather. Okay, good. We on the mix. This is another great episode. I already know what the deal is. We fixed the problem beforehand, and we're never gonna make that mistake again. It's your boy, host with the most from the West Coast, aka CPKGaming, aka Tequila Slayer, aka Executioner of legendary bosses, finisher of games. And we're back. Episode 4. You know what it is. Chapter 2, Spider-Man Road to the Finish. 100%. You already know what the deal is. We've actually finished quite a lot, which I think I've said plenty of times throughout the last couple of episodes. But it's very important and apparent for me to tell you that we are getting closer. Miles Morales, it's coming. Like, hate to put some ominous and overshadowing things onto this, but I mean, it is what it is. And when I tell you Miles Morales is about to be lit, because I've seen too many things on Miles Morales, it's about to be retarded. But chapter 2, damn near done. You know what I mean? So let's just jump right into it.
Miles, just calling you back.
Might as fucking well. Jumping through the city. You know what I mean? Shout out to Miles, because we just talked about this fool. But CPKGaming, the greatest and the latest in gaming news and news period, and then whatever is going on in life. So let's just jump right into it. We got we're gonna start with, normally we would start with the life news, things that are just happening in the realm of things of the world, but we're gonna start with things that are happening with me, because I feel like there are more things to talk about with that than there is in like life news at the moment. So it is what it is, as we swing around the city and just do a bunch of nonsense and then listen to whatever they're talking about. But
talk to you later.
Jumping into the first topic at hand. I've noticed personally that there has been a lot of traumatic things happening. Trauma that is just unprecedented, and that's the key word probably for the roaring 20s of 2020 that there is. But let's first figure out where we're gonna go. You know what I mean? Like, we already know that the Screwball is back doing a bunch of screwballistic shit, and we're just trying to figure out how to proceed from here. I don't think that we finished the campaign just yet. We're getting really close to finishing the campaign for chapter 2, and then we got to move on to chapter 3. But at this very moment in time, I think Black Cat got her dumbass blown up, if I'm not mistaken. Now, how she got her ass blown up is because of simple not fucking listening. And we could go in on plenty of fucking occasions where y'all, not even me, because it's just me sometimes where I just don't fucking listen, but like the amount of y'all as opposed that there is to me, that just, it's tragic. It is almost traumatic, if you will. Epidemic, if you really want to give it a different word. But anyway, back to the traumatic issues that are happening in hand for a lot of people. There's no words that I can give you as a coverall to be like, this is what we do with trauma. This is how we deal with trauma. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Honestly, the only thing that I can tell you is that I am honest from the deepest part of my heart, sorry that you are going through this. Because I wish that there was some sort of phrase, some sort of conversation excerpt that I could give you to tell you that everything is going to be okay, but like there isn't. And the fact of the matter is, it still will be.
I don't think I've ever been this hungry.
It just will take time. And do I know when that's going to be? Absolutely not. And do I want to I can't figure that out for you. And I don't necessarily want to figure that out for you, because Maybe you don't want to figure it out right now. Honestly, you probably might want to feel hurt. And that is perfectly okay, because the amount of hurt that you're going through cannot amount to the hurt that you're feeling. You understand me? So like, whatever is that you're going through, whatever it is that is holding you back, not even holding you back, but is really just like hanging you up, feel it, all of it, and just accept, not even accept, but just understand what it is. Because there's a difference between understanding and acceptance. There's no way that trauma is in your life to tell you that you need to accept it. It just needs you to understand it. And that's essentially what life is. You don't have to agree with anybody. You don't even have to accept anybody that anything. You don't have to accept anything that anybody is telling you. The only thing that you can do is understand it to a certain degree. And that's just to understand a different perspective. And there's never one perspective that is more right than the other. It's just whoever is willing to give you that perspective is something that you might want to listen to. I say might be only because like some people, aren't as considerate. So you can't listen to everything. You can only like take what you get politely and just know in the back of your mind this is not what you need. And now we have entered the cutscene. So let's see what's going on in this next mission. But just to wrap it up, I'm not here to give you some sort of coverall. I'm not trying to tell you everything is going to be, everything's fine to get over it. You could go through this as long as you need to. Just know that things are going to get better eventually, if you want them to.
But now, I must destroy you.
And if you want to just get in the comments and tell me what the fuck is going on, we can figure it out. I will hit you up on Instagram. We will get into it if we need to get into it. Because I want to make sure everybody who's watching my show is cool. I want to make sure that y'all are okay at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because y'all keep this show going, so I want to make sure that y'all are kept going.
Old friends.
Essentially.
I'm there now.
But
Give me a few minutes.
moving on,
I'll be there as soon as I can.
we are now looking at MJ's perspective. And let me tell you, when I get into MJ in this game, it's kind of weak. I'm not going to lie to you. Only because she does get herself caught up in a bunch of situations that I don't even need herself to get caught up in. And I have to now get her out of these situations that I don't even want this bitch in to begin with. So,
MJ just stopped.
you would think she would have learned her lesson throughout the time that we have spent in this motherfucking game. But apparently not. So this is what we are going to do, is figure out some shit for Spider-Man to do. And shout out to this bitch, because like MJ in this timeline is the absolute fucking shit. I don't even know why we had deposit, but I just need a deposit to let you know that MJ is a shit. And if you got you an MJ in your life, hold it down. Hold it the fuck down. Like, unless that bitch die, what else are you doing? She ain't doing nothing else but being down. You know what I'm saying? So like, figure it out. And well, you know what I mean? It'll work itself out. But moving forward into what I have to talk to you about, aside from the game itself, is cabin fever syndrome is a serious thing that we need to work on, people. Like, first of all, me personally, I've moved about twice. And in those same 2 times, the amount of loneliness that I have felt in both of these places is tremendous. A little bit less as opposed to what I've been feeling in the new place as opposed to the old place. But in the old place, down tremendous. Like, we was down tragic, you feel me? Like, I don't even know what the fuck was going on. It was a lot of space for one dude, and I could not figure out what the fuck do with that at all. Like, at fucking all, to be honest with you. Went through like 2 or 3 different roommates at the fucking time. One broke a coffee table. The other one was emotionally abusive. The other one was financially abusive. So I'm like, honestly, you could run through all of the scenarios of the worst cases that you can think of in your mind. And that's exactly what has happened in between all of that time that has passed. You feel me? So like, I get into this new place. It's all me. I'm all by myself. So like, yeah, PTSD from the last couple of times that I was by myself has now kicked in. But I mean, like, it eventually will go away because I'm not dealing with the same people anymore. You know, and that's a huge lesson to take out of, especially if you're like a person who is, you know, still stuck in the current situation. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, you can create X for whatever X is, and you want to get to Y forever, whatever it is that Y is. And secondly, why the fuck is it? Why were we paused for so long? I don't know. But we've been paused for a fat fucking minute on this game. And I am very tempted to just skip forward into it. And I just had to, because there was no reason for me to be stuck in this. Okay, so moving on. Now we have jumped into dealing with MJ's bullshit. But anyway, when you move into a situation that is different from the one that you were in, you have to learn how to adapt with that situation. Yes, it's completely different. So you get all of the benefits, but also at the same time, you get all of the contrasts that come with that as well. So that means like paying extra bills and being on time with that. Nobody being in charge of telling you when these bills are fucking due. Like, you don't know. There's no, you have to automate your mail. You have to know when your mail is coming in to tell you when these things are coming in. You need to check your fucking email. You need to make sure that all of these things are written down. Like, you need to make sure that your income is coming in and to a point where like you can automate it out. Like, yeah, you could be making money, but if you're spending the shit on bags and wallets and shoes and belts and all of this other shit that you don't fucking need, can you imagine how hard it would be? Ooh. And I fucking oop. I don't know. But anyway, can you imagine just how much shit that you gotta deal with as opposed to when you become an adult, as opposed to like when you're living in your parents' house or living in a place where you don't really gotta pay that much shit and still having to, it's a big difference. Especially when you get into full self-sufficiency, and I'm talking car insurance, phone bill, rent, electricity, like all that shit. Like, that's at least 8 or 9 bills off the rip. And then you have to automate all, you have to make sure you stay on top of all of those. All of those. That shit is crazy. That shit is fucking crazy. And there's a great chance that I might not pass this round from the beginning, but we needed to know how these people are going to move so we know how to dodge them. So what we gonna do is full distraction mode, teabag that ass, throw that. Also, the controller wasn't working, and yeah, distract that ass. We gonna come up behind you real stealth like, and boom. How you still got me? A sham. A full scam. But mama didn't raise no quitter. We back out here. We gonna do this again. And boom. So, yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of shit that goes into moving in by yourself. Whether you get honestly, if you get a roommate, that's probably going to save you the most amount of money that you could possibly save at any point in time, on top of all the shit that you have to deal with. However, you also have to be okay. First of all, living in California, a scam, bro. Like, you don't, California isn't built for you to win. It's not. Like, either you get here with shit prior to, or you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who is going to help you get to where you need to be in life. And honestly, I'm not gonna put it past you. You probably suck some dick. Like, that's the only way that you get to where you need to get in life, especially in California, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It's a scam out here. It's a whole multi-million-dollar scam. It's almost like a pyramid scheme, if you will. It's crazy, but I'm just kidding. It really isn't that bad, but like, it feels that fucking bad, damn near. But anyway, once you figure all that shit out,
weird is the idea of Pete being a dad.
You would think everything is cool.
Can't imagine what.
Until which time your job just up and just does some bullshit on you. So like, there's never a time there's never really time for you to live in California unless you have at least 4, if not 5 fucking side hustles to deal with. So that way, if one goes wrong, you got 4 other ones that you can just pan out and deal with. And we are so close to the goddamn exit. We are 4 meters away. And who would have thought, okay, who would have thought meters would be something different in this game? Because last time I checked, 1 meter is 3 feet. So you telling me 4 meters is 12 feet? That's 12 fucking steps. And I don't think she took 12 steps. I think she took at least 4, if not 5. So like, there's some measurement issues that I have going on in this game that I need addressed. But we got to the end of what we needed to get to. And shout out to this bungalow, because this shit looks just like some shit that I would have science class in. Also, shout out to Miss Merrill. I think she might have died, if I'm not mistaken. I hope she didn't, though, because like Miss Merrill was the shit. I remember one time it was me, it was Bryce, it was Lance, and we was like after school. This was like 2:45 or some dumb shit like that. It was like 3:45. I don't even remember when we got out of class, to be honest with you. But it was after class, about 15 minutes. And we pulled up to Miss Merrill's class. Super dope teacher. Shout out to Peace if you've gone to Milliken. And I got caught up again. I don't really know how I get caught up in these situations, but it just does. But third time the charm. We're going to absolutely get this on this try. But shout out to her. We pulled up to her class after this one particular day. And we brought, what is it? Golf practice was canceled that day. For whatever reason. I don't even remember why it was canceled. We just pulled up in Miss Merrill's class. And she was like, why do you have your golf clubs? And we were like, well, we're on the golf team, Miss Merrill. I don't really know what you thought this was. And she was like, oh, you play golf, but like you know, like we should go hit some balls sometime. You can teach me how to play golf, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, yeah, like if you pull up to the course, like we could definitely teach you how to fucking. But she was like, well, I don't really have time to make it to the course, so like, you know, like we could just go like to the field outside as long as you like don't hit the tennis people and the soccer people aren't practicing right now. We could, you know, you could probably teach me something. And I was like, all right, bet. Me and Bryce, we're not going to shadow from the challenge. So like we're definitely pulling up with Miss Merrill to the back of the thing, and she's got all the keys, mind you. First of all, third time is not the charm, because we still lost and failed this mission. Honestly, in the past couple of episodes, we have failed more missions in the entire game fucking combined. So I am sorry that you are witnessing this prior to, but this is exactly what we're dealing with. But we're not going to fail it this time, I promise you that. Now, moving back onto the story. We're walking over there because they're like, well, why not walk with the teacher that got all the fucking keys to the entire place? So, you know what I mean? We're not going to get in trouble. And we pull up to the end of the soccer field. We're managing. Oh, we got out of there.
Sorry.
Oh, and now Spider-Man shows the fuck up?
Why do you smell like pizza?
Because he just had pizza.
While you were out enjoying lunch, I was gathering evidence.
Now, I'm going to stop you right there. If I could pause this, I would, but I can't. Actually, I can pause it, so we're going to insert a hold right here. If I could eat pizza at any point in time in my entire life, trust me, I would. If it didn't have anything to do with my metabolism, that anything to do with my physical health, I promise you, an entire 12-inch would be flying down my fucking throat probably every other fucking day. I would say maybe Monday because there's a spot over by me. It's called shout out to Massimo, because we've been there a couple of times. They got some fire fucking pizza, bro. Like man, family owned restaurant, and the wings and fucking incredible. Like I wish they had more flavors. Personally, like if they had like a little barbecue flavor, you know, a little garlic parmesan, sprinkle it on, you know what I'm saying, put it in the oven, whatever you want to bake it, it would be the shit. But we don't got that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to deal with these buffalo wings that we dealing with. And it's good with and it's so good that it doesn't even taste greasy. But the only problem that I have with the Massimo wings as opposed to all the other wings is that for some reason it feels like the buffalo sauce is made out of glue. So like when you dip the barbecue or the buffalo wing inside of the blue cheese, all of the blue cheese that you get when you dip it into the cup, it sticks. However, when you go to Massimo's and you dip it into this into this blue cheese, bro, it does not. It's like it rolls the fuck off. It's like you spray it with some of that anti-protectant spray, the shit that you put on your shoes, you feel me? And then when you pour some barbecue sauce on it, it just rolls the fuck off. It's sort of the same fucking thing. And now I'm just sitting here wondering, how in the actual hell can you make some sort of product on a edible piece of food that is going to make it to where any other substance that you dip it into just rolls the fuck off? How you gonna tell me I'm dipping this drumstick, fully coated, by the way, in buffalo sauce, into this beautiful vat of blue cheese, and then all of a sudden it just rolls? It's like it doesn't even get any of the blue cheese at all. It's almost like it just puts a white tint to the buffalo sauce that's on the blue cheese. You know what? I got so off track. I forgot that we had the video game pop. We have to keep it going now because I didn't even know what we were doing. But like, still, can you imagine how good those wings would have to be if the blue cheese is rolling off the buffalo sauce? Bro, y'all missing out. I need y'all to just find your nearest Massimo's. And if you're in California, go ahead and take your little 30-minute drive down here to the end of the 55, turn on 17th Street, and right there you'll catch Massimo's, and then you will not ever be disappointed. And especially for like one of those like family-owned restaurant places, because like if you're from Long Beach, let me check the map because like we got a lot of shit to do, to be honest with you. And if you're used to just like any sort of family-owned restaurant, there's Bueno's at the end of Ocean and some more shit, and you could pull up on a good ass pizza. Oh my god, a fire fucking bomb pizza, bro. Like, and the cheese, immaculate, immaculate, and that shit is full string cheese, fresh out the oven on some Maggiano shit, like at least a foot long from your goddamn, like it's bomb. It's bomb. Like you're not about to miss. You're not missing anything on that. I promise you. And I'm talking that quality, but just in Caucasianopia of Newport. That's how good it is, and it's close to home. It's close to fucking home. So yeah, wrapping that up. Massimo, 17th Street, Newport Beach, low-key east side Costa Mesa, off 17th Street. I'm going to put it in the bio. I swear I'm going to put it in the bio this time. And if I don't, I'm going to go back through and put it in the bio. Because, like, I be forgetting to put shit in the fucking description. So it is what it is. But, you know, we're going to get better at it. I promise you we're going to get better at it. But right now, it is what it is. It is what it is. Puppies, I can still hear you. I can still hear you. But yeah. Now we're back into the main mission, I suppose. As we talked enough about the cabin fever syndrome, I think the only thing that I had as a point to that is that, like, if you are kind of getting some sort of like stir crazy backlash from being inside, I would definitely take the opportunity to take a walk.
Got a tip from an old friend.
I'm a personal fan of
Hammerhead's
Pokemon
keeping
Go.
something
I've been
extremely
using that to my
valuable in
advantage
that
lately.
office above the bar.
So if you are not a fan of Pokemon
If
Go,
they spot
I would
me,
just suggest downloading
my
the app.
son's dead.
Just fucking because like it encourages you to
I'll
walk,
tell them out.
get out in
Then
nature.
you sneak in.
You know what I mean? Achieve certain things throughout the game that you can't do at home.
My hero.
You know? So like as you get out, as you walk, you get some of this fresh
Please.
air, you notice that the vitamin D and the oxygen, I had to burp. The oxygen that comes with you being outside is natural. Excuse me, we have to go into stealth mode. Naturally just becomes better for you. You know what I mean? So like, excuse me. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So say if you're just taking a walk to your local Pokestop that might be a couple blocks away, that over time is going to do a lot better than staying at home and trying to look on TikTok to figure out what bitch you're about to pull from the bus challenge. I'm just saying. Figure it out. Figure it out. It will cure a bunch of... There's no cure for depression. There's no cure for loneliness or other than like trying to figure it out yourself. And honestly, it's a lot easier said than done. You can take these hands for sure. Oh, we got a slow-mo twice for that ass. And you stood way too close to be catching these hands. And you should stop playing with guns. How many times do I gotta tell y'all per episode? Oh wow, you're a big nigga. You must be eating ingredients. But anyway. Stop. Okay. There we go. Why do I keep missing with the shit I'm trying to throw at this guy? I feel like none of these kicks are doing any. Okay, I must have took him out. I had to. Because there's no way he got hit with all of them bullets. And then twice. You need to stop playing with guns. And I still hit you with the finisher. You're doing too much. There's 2 more of you. Where are you at? This doesn't have bulletproofing, sir. This is not Teflar. Stop using these. Who is throwing Mazel Tov? Okay. You're... Okay. This is done. I'm done playing with you. Take that. Take this 2-piece guy. Oh, so it's you behind the bar. 2-piece. Finisher. No biscuit. You can get these Popeyes biscuits, though, because the bitches is dry. Are you telling me I have more to deal with? Oh, she came in with those hands. I like what we're doing here. But at the same time, she's also the enemy. And he has a minigun. So we have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. That didn't do anything. Take the grenade. That didn't do anything. Oh, okay, so we're just gonna miss the grenade altogether. There we go. Wow. That table doesn't do anything for this distraction whatsoever. Letting you win? Do you see the dude with the mini Gatling gun? There's not. How are we winning? How we win is we take care of that guy, and he's still swinging this like it's a baseball bat. Like this isn't the end. They have definitely finished the World Series prior to yet. Hit him with this.
Nice hook.
And how many times? This is about the 4th time I've had to tell you, stop playing with these guns. Thank God I took out the dude with the mini Gatling gun, because he was doing entirely too much. And a crowbar. Let's talk about the dynamics of the crowbar. Since when are you... Okay, you're fighting a dude with superhuman strength, right? What is a crowbar going to do to defend you from such defense or offense? You're going to hold that up to your face? Like, let me try to hold a crowbar up to my face when I'm getting attacked. Lord forbid if that happens. Let me knock on all the artificial wood in the building. That a crowbar is just the one thing that is going to protect me from such imminent danger along with my face. You feel me? Because I don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
You first, Spider.
Now I see why we kept this guy. I love how she just be in the... Blackhead just be in the position of just kicking ass. And she just makes it seem like we are at the gym. And she's also reckless. So she has to be a Sagittarius. That's the only thing that I'm kind of putting together. Because she just went and popped a bottle of bubbly.
Did you find the location of the vault?
Put herself a little half a glass.
No.
As if she don't got evil villain shit to do.
And it's definitely
you feel me?
Keeping my
and throws the other bottle away.
Speaking of him, there's an overdue
but anyway,
conversation
away from the cabin fever syndrome, Have y'all ever okay, so
Do
I
you
went to
miss
Long
this?
Beach recently with the homies. Shout out to
Getting
Todd,
shot at
shout
while
out to
you steal
him. They're
things?
my boys, my writers,
I
my
really tried
my
going
do or
straight.
dies. You feel me?
Got a
And
job that didn't involve
we were
breaking
gonna
or
go to
entering.
Legends on
Even
Second
started
Street.
wearing
If you know
sweatpants
where
on
that
weekends.
is, shout out to Legends
wondered
if you
where you
do.
went.
But if you don't, it's pretty
Must have
much
been
a
hard for
sports
you.
bar where they
Especially
it's like
as a child.
Wingstop mixed with B Dubs mixed with like maybe Red Robins all together. And like we were
I
gonna
need to
pull
go
up and
deeper.
get some
gonna
wings
find
because
him.
that's what they were feeling.
Let me
We
help.
get there around like
If we're supposed to be
7:20,
working
7:25,
Some
7:30
things I
because
do
me and
better
Hez, we
alone.
have this ritual where we smoke a blunt before we pretty much go anywhere, especially if it has anything to do with food. Because I
call
don't
you if I
need
need
you
an
to
extra
pull the
pair of
MJ
hands.
shit here, Black Cat. It means you can pull down the mask and get it popping, but you're not about to do that. So like, let's move on. And we pulled up to the spot, right? Place was damn near trying to tell us that it was closed. You feel
Hey,
me? So
MJ,
we didn't
did you
get
get any
none
info
of
from
the
that laptop?
wings that we wanted to get. And Todd was trying to tell me as we were trying to pick a
In the
different
meantime,
place to
we've got
go
another
eat. Mind you, we
Hammerhead's
went
keeping
in.
her
We ended
son in
up
a
going to
vault.
Shake Shack
We don't know
over
where
at
the
Second
vault is.
PCH, which is a different story, which I'm about to get into.
Combine my chocolate with your peanut butter.
I've learned that Legends has a special
It's hard to
of
resist a setup like
50
that.
fucking
I'll hold the
wings.
sauce.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thanks,
I had
MJ.
knocked out my
Let me know
shit.
what you find.
50 fucking wings. 50 wings.
Okay.
Like,
some time to kill.
when is the
See what's
last
happening out in the
time that you ate more than like personally, like just give yourself a couple of minutes. You can even pause this if you need to. Give yourself a minute to think about when was the last time you went through 12 wings by yourself. 12 wings. Now, what I need you to do from there is multiply that by 4. And you let me know when there's going to be a time where you get through 50 motherfucking wings by yourself. Now, my boys, they can go through a bucket of that by
Another
themselves.
painting.
Like, they can both eat a bucket of
Hey,
these
detective.
50
Got
wings
another painting
by
for you to pick.
themselves at the same table in one fucking sitting. I've never
Curious. Did
in
Harvey
my
have any family?
life heard of anything of this sort. Maybe I'm a fucking weakling. Maybe I just know a bunch of fucking weaklings. But like anybody that I know besides my guys cannot
She just
go
hasn't been caught
through
yet.
50
Police
fucking
got her suit and
wings.
equipment last time, but they just
50
returned.
50 wings fills at least 6 people. At least 6 people. At least. And that's if everybody got 8 fucking
Keep
wings.
an eye out for more stolen paintings.
And that's not even
Sounds
including
like
the
Daddy
fries.
didn't want daughter following
They
in his
get
paw prints.
8 wings to themselves with the dipping sauce and everything. And you tell me one person gets that much times 4 and maybe like 0.2. So that's like 4.2 amounts of the wings. And you are killing them hoes. Killing them hoes. How do you do that? If you could, honestly, I'm going to give away some more Clubhouse invites. If you can give me a great answer onto how and why you would go through 50 fucking wings. 50 fucking wings? Like, I don't understand. I never would have ever seen myself in a position where I'm eating 50. I'd have to be starving for the first 72 hours before which time I went through 50 fucking wings. 50 wings? That's crazy. Anyway, I'm over that. I've been definitely giving that the gas that it fucking needs. But if you think that you can handle a challenge of 50 fucking wings, go ahead and take yourself down to the 2nd Street location of Legends and see if you can handle that. Now, do I think that you can't handle it as an individual viewer or listener? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that at all. I think, honestly, that you can do it. The only thing that I'm saying, show me. Be about it. Don't talk about it. You know what I mean? Let me see you go through 50 wings. And I don't have nothing to say. That's I'm ready to see it. You know what I mean? But moving on, been talking about these wings enough.
Gotta be where the boy is.
Second in
Thanks, MJ.
PCH.
Better call Felicia.
For those who've lived in Long
this
Beach
hour,
for
it's
any
either a booty
period
call
of time,
or you
Second in
found something.
PCH
Hopefully your
used to
son.
be a
I'm
barren
sending you an address.
wasteland
Meet
full
me
of
there.
nothingness and the Seaport Hotel. Now, if you've been to Long Beach recently, there's a giant fucking mini mall outside that is in place of what that shit used to be. And they have a lot of shit, from like regular retail stores to this Amazon store that looks just like the homepage of Amazon. And when I tell you, when you walk into the store and you click on Amazon, like you type in Amazon.com on Google, like the full thing too. Like I'm not talking Amazon, you hit enter, you scroll down the Google page, and then you hit Amazon. No, I'm talking when you type in Amazon.com and the landing page for Amazon pops up, this store looks exactly like that landing page. They got all of the goddamn Alexas. They got all of the top shit that you would buy off of Amazon. You just ain't gotta wait for it. Like, I was so shook at the shit that you could buy in this store. It was remarkable. I didn't even realize that we were going through an entirely different mission, but that's how shook I was by this damn store. I didn't even go in, mind you. I looked inside from the outside and I was like, oh, nah. You telling me that they have literally everything that I look at on a daily basis just here in the store?
They could keep the kid here for weeks without anyone noticing.
I would drive 20 minutes
This is the place.
just to go get another Alexa as opposed to... And here you go again. Why are you hugging up on me? I don't like that. Back your dumbass up, gray hair ass and all. You know you got a double chin. Work on that jawline. Now they got a catchphrase.
They might kill your son. We have to do this quietly.
We're gonna take them out. Doing what we can do. Sleep. Out of there.
Word just came down from the boss. Shoot anything that moves. Spider-Man, the cat, pigeons.
A lot of guys guarding this place. This won't be easy.
Yeah, we just have to post him up. Boom. That's gonna cause a headache in the morning. You need that extra strain to leave after that. But we gonna pull up on you. Sleep. Don't be trying to fraternize with me. This is not the time we need to be fraternizing with the heroes. You are a whole ass villain, ma'am. Doing entirely too much. Anywho,
Split those guys up.
check out that Amazon store. If you like Amazon about as much as I like Amazon, and I don't like Jeff Bezos, but I mean, it is what it is. It's a conflicting story, to say the least. But
Not yet.
if you like Amazon, you'll love that store.
Patience, Spider.
Just check it out.
No. won't be
Definitely
seen.
will be worth your while. Now, another thing that I did want to kind of briefly touch upon as we slowly pick off these people is the whole quote unquote eating the rich revolution. Let me go on record and tell you that this is probably one of the most tremendous things that I've ever seen in life, period. Only because, like, as I grow up, I'm learning how money works. I know how, like, the stock market kind of is operating. I know how hedge fund people are trying to do their thing to kind of fuck up pretty much everybody that are trying to better their money and become financially free. So to come up on the news that a bunch of regular ass people from Reddit, mind you, like, this is just honestly complicated Facebook, and all of these people from this little app has decided that, oh, okay, we're just gonna pick a stock and we're gonna buy into it regardless of what the fuck that is happening, and we're gonna bank it out. And it's pushed so many people out of jobs that has been fucking over people from the beginning.
Nighty-night.
I can see why it's comical,
We should team up more
personally.
often.
Now,
Time. Looks like about 9
is
guys
it
left.
just as opposed to what it is comical? Absolutely. However, nobody's going to be sitting here and talking about the justness of it all. Like, it's either you are with the hedge fund people or you are not. And if you are a hedge fund employee, you're upset. You're damn near on the verge of losing your job if you haven't already lost it. However, shout out to the Redditors who have just made quick bank. Not even, essentially quick bank. But it's really about the wealth transfer. And we have been waiting countless hours for this wealth transfer. a lot, because this is exactly what we needed. We needed the 1% to kind of lose some of that power, so that
Just a
way
few left.
we can get some new people in the 1%. And rightfully so, because at this point, the 1% is exactly what that is. It's the 1%. Nobody is really going to get there until which time that
On it.
a lot of us
They're
just
too
kind of
bunched
get
up.
it figured the fuck out. And if we get it figured out, there's a great fucking chance that they are going to try to create some more barriers, so that way the 99%
right for the pick.
cannot slowly
Two
and
of
for
them,
surely
two of us.
inch their way into the 1%. So please be cautious of this as you decide to grow your money. Be smart. Be financially literate. There's like a couple of books that I would love to refer you to. The main one that I'm like reading is How I Will Teach You How to Be Rich, and Rich Dad Poor Dad. Like, if you already know how to manage your money, how to automate all of your expenses and things like that, you don't really need to read the first book. But Rich Dad Poor Dad, I suggest everybody take a fucking read. I've read it once in my lifetime. I need to read it probably like
That's
2
all
more
of us.
times. And you're getting wrapped up, because we really don't have time to deal with this shit here. Cutscene.
Lots of places to hide a vault around here.
You check the shipping containers.
You took care of
while
them
I
all.
check in that
I don't like how this bitch is moving, because like she trying to give me demands that's going to get either me caught up
building
or
over
me
there.
caught up, and I don't like that.
Felicia,
What?
She trying to sneak
I'm
the
sorry
fuck up
Hammerhead
out of
did
here.
this to you.
Yeah, well,
Bye, Felicia.
he's about to find out. You mess with the cat, you get the claws.
Felicia, I feel, is, first of all, her nails are dead
Check out those shipping
on the
containers.
suit, and secondly, she has to be all of about 37, bro. Like, I would love to tell you that she's younger than that, but
Just a bunch
she's
of
not.
boxes.
And my boy Peter,
Better keep looking.
25, has to be no younger.
Building supplies.
Talk about cougar
And no
status.
kid. Pianos. That's random.
Nothing
No kid.
there.
On to the next one. He's gotta be
Who
in one of
puts
these containers.
pianos in a shipping container?
Some other container.
Let's find him. He about to be
Sable
around here
International.
somewhere.
What is this stuff?
What?
Hammerhead's got Sable weapons.
I thought we defeated Sable like
Wonder
a
what
long
else he
time
has.
ago. How does he have Sable weapons? Oh nah, you gonna try to tell me they just gonna pull up on me like that? Oh y'all thought this was a game.
That answers that question.
And they got Sable weapons, I see.
Spider-Man! Shoot him!
Oh well. Ass is getting beat. That's just how that's gonna go. Yeah, enough with that buffoonery. Y'all got lightsabers. I gotta take y'all out first, apparently. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. So this is why you've been. Ooh, that card just blew up in my face. But that's why you've been hearing a lot of news about AMC, GameStop, Nokia, BlackBerry, and all of these other companies that have been low-key, haven't been talked about in years, and like going out of business. A lot of the Redditors had figured that it would be the right time to go, you know, with those, because they're going out of business. There's no reason for them to. There's no reason for other companies to kind of fuck with them, especially since these are companies that they've been rocking with forever. Oh, I could take out the big guys with the finisher? I'm sorry for the yawn, but I could take out the big guys with the finisher? Lit. So, oh. There we go. Yeah, let's get that invincibility on. Bink, bink, moink. Yeah, you're out of there. Okay, sir, with the plasma blaster, go ahead and put that down. You're playing with too many adult weapons that you have no idea what's it. Oh, I made a mistake. It is not a man with a plasma weapon. And then two more big ass things. And then we got a rocket launcher in the mix.
APC's rocket launcher.
Talk about the hard difficulty. Y'all are doing a lot. Come on, get up out of there. There's no reason why we have to deal with this shit right here. It's okay. Give us a couple minutes. We'll take them all out.
Damn.
Boom.
Gotta
Hit
clear
him with
these
the
guys out
rocket.
and find
Ooh.
Felicia.
Let's not forget that he has the Gatling
Whoa, that
gun.
was close.
You take that capital laser blaster to the
Are
face.
you guys sure you know how to use those weapons? Okay, looks like you do.
Excuse me. Boom. Take this donkey kick to the face. I mean, I thought that was the rocket launcher guy, but it wasn't. However, excuse you. Take that. Boink. Hit the guy that was throwing them shits. And dodge it one more time. One more time. Yeah. Beep his ass up. We just need to turn around and get that guy. But there's too many people on the ground that we have to deal with them first. Boom. Finisher. Where's one more? I know we got another one. Where is his ass at? Boom. He was doing entirely. Oh my goodness. There's more than one. There was 3 of y'all. First of all, how do you have the hops with a rocket launcher to get on top of a shipping container? And secondly, there's no way that you're aiming this well while trying to get on top of a shipping container with a rocket launcher. There's so many questions that I have as opposed to this, and you're doing entirely too much to do with the current rocket launcher, so let me just go ahead and take you out. Ooh, finisher. Anyway, back to what I was trying to tell you all about. So, if you thought this was a great time to get into stocks, you're absolutely right. It is a great time to get into stocks, only because the information on what stocks is, how stocks works, how to invest in stocks is there. Now, should you jump onto the bandwagon of what everybody else is doing prior to this? Absolutely not, only because you're standing to lose a lot of fucking money. What you need to do, and I'm not the person here to tell you what you need to do at all. My suggestion, as I sit here and correct myself, is to invest in you a couple of personal finance books. One I've already named, 2 of which I've already named.
Tell me you weren't just stringing me along.
And
Sorry,
now we're
sweetie.
locked in this fucking
I
safe.
needed help
She
to pull
was
off a
stringing
job
you
this
along,
big.
fam.
All you ever wanted was
See, this is why you
Hammerhead
can't trust a bitch with white
The
hair.
entire wealth of the Magia in the palm of my hand.
Fuck the Magia, and fuck you too.
You
Look
think
at all
he's
of
gonna
you.
Be mad at me?
So, the kidnapping?
Yes, he's
You
going
beat
to be
your
mad at
son?
your dumb ass. You out here stole
Why
5
is such an ugly
of
word?
this man's USB
I
drives.
prefer misdirection.
But that's exactly what it was.
Do the right thing.
Misdirection this
Take the
dick
lives of the police.
into your mouth.
I earned these.
That's all I'm saying.
Besides, Hammerhead's on a mission and nothing is gonna stop him. If anything,
just
I just help slow him down a bit.
They cleaned up
But-
the whole yard. Check the vault.
Time to go.
You slowed
a glass
him
to you,
down
Riviera.
from catching you.
Felicia!
You ain't getting that far. You're just not getting that far. But look at how sneaky she is. She just gets up on the door frame, just dips out. But don't worry, we can do the
Boss,
same
we're in.
fucking thing.
Drive's gone.
New plan.
Drives are gone,
There's a tracker on that drive. Find her and kill her.
but they
Then
know to
she's
go
dumb enough
after
to go to a
her.
little penthouse.
Yup.
Got a crew waiting there to send it sky high.
What about the drives?
I don't care
You
about the
see,
drives.
but that's
I just
exactly
want her
where
dead.
she's about to
Got it.
go.
We'll find her.
Of course Hammerhead wants her fucking dead. She stole money,
If
essentially.
there's a tracker on that drive, Felicia's in trouble.
Why would we
Gotta
need
get to
her
her
alive?
fast.
Yeah, major. Okay, well, let's
Missing
move.
already?
Because
Hammerhead
for
knows
some
we're
reason we
going
feel
to
the
kill
need
you.
to
There's
have
a
to
tracker on his drive.
protect
I don't get you, Spider.
the Black
I
Cat.
just calmed the hell out of you, and here you are trying to
I don't
save
even
me.
know. Maybe she
How can
just
you be
had
so
great
damn
pussy.
nice
We
all the
have
time?
no
It's
idea.
not about being
We're not
nice,
living
it's about
Peter
doing
Parker
the right
life.
thing.
We're just
So
playing
many
through his
talents.
little Spider-Man
We should use them to
scenarios.
help
We don't
someone
even
other
know
than
what the
yourself.
fuck Peter Parker is
Yeah,
really
well,
going through. Odds are
I know.
it
That's
probably
not how I
was
roll.
some sort of like
Who can
toxic
change Felicia?
Guac Guac
Spider.
5000,
I'll
the,
miss you.
the super squawk
Your penthouse,
McQuacker.
he's
Like
right
we have no
to
idea.
Don't worry.
We have no fucking idea, but we're dealing with this right now, and we shouldn't be. You feel me? And you know what else we shouldn't be dealing with? No caught slipping pieces. And don't worry, I've definitely got you on that. We've created a new Grayscale collection, which is great, and it's on our self wellness collection drop. So that's coming soon for all of my diehard caught slipping fans. The link is coming soon. We actually need models, but more on that on the next episode. Get her out of there! Get her out of there! Spidey senses are tingling. Oh, so she just. Oh. So she's just out of there. Apartment condo blown up, to be continued type shit. You telling me we just finished chapter 2? So you telling me this is how chapter 2 ends? Absolutely not. I refuse to believe this is how chapter 2 ends. But I guess that is what it fucking is. You've witnessed it. We finished chapter 2 in the flesh. Chapter 1 and 2 is done. Campaign wise. Now we have to go back through 100% campaign 2. So that way we can get to campaign 3. 100% that motherfucker. You know what I mean? But this has been a great fucking episode. I just, wanted to. It's been a longer episode. A regular episode, if you will. And I'm glad that y'all were here to see me complete episode 2. Because that just means we're getting one step closer to getting to Miles Morales and all of these other great games that I've been trying to play with you guys. So let's give ourselves a round of applause for that one. It's been great. We've been doing a lot. We've done a lot. Honestly, fuck Felicia. Felicia apparently is dead now. And now we have a bunch of other shit to deal with, like her stolen paintings and other villains and shit before we get to campaign 2. So as we get there, stay tuned. Stay fucking tuned. But in the meantime and in between time, you already know what it is. It's your host with the most from the West Coast, CPKilla, aka Tequila Slayer, aka Slayer of legendary bosses in games and finisher of games. And don't forget to forgive yourself. Do that now. Pray on it. And of course, we'll see you next week. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're out.